2024, Diana Ross turns 81 years old. For 15 years, she's been mostly silent about one of the most important relationships of her life, Michael Jackson. The world knew they were close. Everyone saw the performances together, the public appearances, the affection. But what nobody knew was what Michael told her in private, the secrets he shared, the fears he confessed. And now, after years of silence, Diana Ross is finally talking. What she's revealing will completely change how you see their relationship. And when you hear what Michael asked her to do just months before he died, you won't believe it. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Diana Ross considered Michael Jackson more than just a friend. He was family. 1969. The Jackson 5 auditioned for Motown Records. Berry Gordy watches 5 brothers from Gary, Indiana perform. The youngest is 11 years old. His name is Michael, and he's already a star. Berry Gordy signs them immediately. But he needs someone to mentor them, someone to introduce them to the world. He chooses Diana Ross. Diana is the biggest female star at Motown, lead singer of the Supremes. She's only 25 years old. Berry asked Diana to take the Jackson 5 under her wing, guide them, protect them. Diana agrees. But nobody expected this. Diana Ross didn't just become Michael Jackson's mentor. She became his second mother. From 1969 until Michael's death in 2009, Diana Ross was one of the most important people in his life. She was there when he was a child star. She was there when he became the biggest entertainer on the planet. She was there when the world turned against him. But for 15 years after Michael's death, Diana barely spoke about him publicly. Until now, at 81 years old, Diana Ross is finally opening up, and what she's saying is absolutely stunning. Michael Jackson told Diana things he never told anyone else. He trusted her with his deepest secrets. And those secrets reveal a side of Michael Jackson the world never knew. 1969. Motown throws a party to introduce the Jackson 5. Diana arrives wearing a stunning gown, hair perfect, the epitome of glamour, and then she sees him, Michael Jackson. 11 years old, tiny, shy, wide-eyed. He walks up to Diana and says, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen." Diana later recalled that moment. She said she was touched by his innocence, his sincerity. But Michael wasn't starstruck. He wasn't nervous. He looked at Diana like he already knew her. Diana said it was the strangest feeling, like meeting someone for the first time but feeling like you've known them your whole life. That connection never went away. Diana took Michael everywhere. Award shows, recording sessions, social events. She introduced him to everyone in the industry. But more importantly, she listened to him. Michael would talk to Diana about things he couldn't tell his brothers, his father, even his mother, and Diana protected him. When reporters asked invasive questions, Diana shut them down. When industry executives tried to exploit Michael, Diana intervened. She became his safe space. And Michael never forgot it. In 1971, Diana left the Supremes. She moved to Los Angeles, started her solo career, but she never lost touch with Michael. They talked on the phone constantly, sent letters, visited each other whenever possible. As Michael got older, their relationship evolved. He wasn't just a little kid anymore. He became her confidant, her friend, her artistic equal. Michael would call Diana at 2 in the morning to play her a new song he'd written. Diana would invite Michael to her movie premieres and ask for his honest opinion. They celebrated each other's successes and supported each other through failures. Through it all, one thing remained constant: trust. Michael trusted Diana more than almost anyone else in his life. And that trust would lead to some of the most revealing conversations Michael Jackson ever had. 1983. Thriller has just become the biggest album of all time. Michael Jackson is the most famous person on the planet, and he's miserable. Diana revealed this recently. Michael called her one night, crying, not sad crying, desperate crying. He told Diana, "I don't know how to be normal anymore." Michael explained that he couldn't go anywhere without being mobbed, couldn't have a normal conversation, couldn't trust anyone's motives. Everyone wanted something from him, except Diana. Diana told him, "You were never meant to be normal, Michael. You were meant to be extraordinary, but that doesn't mean you have to be alone." This conversation became a turning point. Michael started opening up to Diana about the dark side of fame, the isolation, the paranoia, the constant pressure to be perfect. He told her things he never told the media. Michael confessed that he didn't trust most people around him. He suspected people were stealing from him, lying to him, using him. Diana's advice was simple: protect yourself, but don't become bitter. She warned Michael that if he let cynicism take over, it would destroy him. But here's what Diana later revealed. Michael's biggest fear wasn't losing his money or his fame. His biggest fear was losing his childhood. Michael told Diana that he felt like he'd never been a kid, never played, never experienced innocence, and that loss haunted him for the rest of his life. Diana understood this. She'd been a child star too. She knew what it was like to have the world watching your every move. So when Michael talked about building Neverland Ranch, Diana didn't think it was weird. She thought it was beautiful. She told Michael, "Create your own world. Make it exactly what you need it to be." And Michael did. But what Diana didn't expect was how that world would eventually be used against him. How the media would twist Michael's innocence into something sinister. And that's when their relationship became even more important. 1993. Michael Jackson is accused of child molestation for the first time. The world explodes. Media coverage is relentless. Public opinion turns against Michael almost overnight. Friends distance themselves. People who'd known Michael for years suddenly question everything, but not Diana Ross. Diana believed Michael completely, without hesitation, and this is what she's revealed recently. She called Michael the day the accusations became public. Michael was at Neverland. He was devastated, humiliated, terrified. Diana told him, "I know who you are, and I know what you're not. Don't let them destroy you." Michael broke down. He told Diana he wanted to die. Let that sink in. The king of pop wanted to die because the world thought he was a monster. Diana stayed on the phone with Michael for hours that night. She didn't try to fix it, she just listened. And then she said something Michael never forgot. "The truth will survive even if you have to wait a lifetime for people to believe it." Michael held on to those words. When the 2005 accusations happened, Diana was there again. She didn't testify. Michael didn't want her dragged into it, but she called him every single day during the trial. Every single day. Michael's lawyer said Diana's support was one of the few things keeping Michael sane during that nightmare. When Michael was acquitted, Diana was one of the first people he called. He told her, "You were right. The truth survived." But here's what breaks Diana's heart. Even though Michael was found not guilty, the damage was done. His reputation never fully recovered, and Michael never fully healed from it. Diana revealed that in Michael's final years, he became increasingly paranoid, increasingly isolated. He trusted fewer and fewer people, but he always trusted Diana. And that trust led to one of the most heartbreaking conversations they ever had. A conversation that happened just months before Michael died. March 2009. 3 months before Michael Jackson's death, Michael calls Diana from Los Angeles. He's preparing for the This Is It tour. 50 concerts at London's O2 Arena. It's supposed to be his big comeback. But Michael sounds scared. Diana later revealed what Michael told her during that phone call. He said, "I don't think I can do this." Diana was confused. Michael had performed thousands of times. Why was he so afraid now? Michael explained, "My body isn't what it used to be. I'm tired all the time, I can barely sleep, and they're expecting me to be the Michael Jackson from 1988. Diana told him, "Then don't be that Michael. Be the Michael you are now. People will love you anyway." But Michael didn't believe her. He felt enormous pressure to deliver a perfect show. To prove he was still the king of pop, Michael told Diana, "I just want to make people happy one more time, but I don't know if I have it in me anymore." Diana's response was firm. If it's killing you, walk away. No amount of money or legacy is worth your life. Michael went quiet, and then he said something that still haunts Diana to this day. He said, "If something happens to me, make sure my kids are okay." Diana asked what he meant. Michael said, "Just promise me. If I'm gone, watch over them. Don't let the world destroy them like it tried to destroy me." Diana promised. She thought Michael was just being dramatic, overly emotional, stressed about the tour. She never imagined that 3 months later, Michael would be dead. When Diana got the news on June 25th, 2009, she was in shock. Her first thought was, "I should have done more." But it was too late. Michael Jackson was gone, and Diana Ross had to live with the fact that the last real conversation she had with him was him asking her to protect his children. June 25th, 2009. The day Michael Jackson died, Diana Ross was performing in New York when she got the news. She immediately canceled her tour and flew to Los Angeles. But here's what most people don't know. Diana didn't go to the media. She went straight to Michael's children, Prince, Paris, and Blanket, ages 12, 11, and 7. They just lost their father. Diana sat with them, held them, let them cry, because that's what Michael had asked her to do. In the days following Michael's death, there was a massive fight over custody of the children. And then people discovered something in Michael's will. He'd named Diana Ross as a potential guardian for his children if Katherine Jackson couldn't care for them. Let that sink in. Michael Jackson trusted Diana Ross so much that he literally put her in his will as a backup guardian for his kids. Diana later said she was honored but also heartbroken because it meant Michael had thought about his own death. Katherine Jackson got custody, and Diana supported that decision, but Diana stayed involved in the children's lives. She checked on them, attended important events, made sure they knew their father's legacy, and she never spoke publicly about the messy details, never sold stories to tabloids. She just quietly kept her promise. Diana also became a fierce defender of Michael's reputation. When the 2019 documentary Leaving Neverland was released, Diana spoke out. She said she didn't believe the allegations, that they didn't match the Michael she knew. At 81 years old, Diana Ross is still protecting Michael Jackson, still honoring the promise she made, still fighting for the truth. So, what should we take away from Diana Ross's relationship with Michael Jackson? First, that true friendship transcends fame. Diana Ross was a superstar in her own right. She didn't need Michael Jackson for relevance. She loved him because of who he was. Second, that loyalty matters. Diana stood by Michael during the darkest moments of his life. When the world turned against him, she never wavered. Third, that legacy is complicated. Diana doesn't pretend Michael was perfect. She acknowledges his flaws, his mistakes, his pain. But she also refuses to let those things define him. She wants the world to remember Michael for his artistry, his generosity, his childlike wonder. At 81, Diana Ross could easily retire from public life, stop defending Michael's legacy. But she won't, because she made a promise, and Diana Ross keeps her promises. That's the real story. Just two people who genuinely cared about each other in a world that often made that impossible. Diana Ross and Michael Jackson. A relationship that lasted 40 years and continues even after death. If this story touched you, subscribe to King of Pop and hit that notification bell. Let us know in the comments. What do you think of Diana's loyalty to Michael? Stay tuned for more content. Long live the king,